Susan in Georgia, listening on WMBW. Welcome to Open Line, Susan. How can I help you?
Hello. It's good to hear your voice. I hear you on the radio, and I tried to get through last week, but couldn't get through. I'm a little bit unsure of what this verse means. It's Matthew chapter 8, verses. It starts after the centurion, asked Jesus to go to his house to heal his servant. He didn't want Jesus to go to his house, but he said that he could do it right there, because he has men over him there. And so Jesus marveled in verse 10 at what he said, that he marveled at his great faith, But he said, assuredly, I say to you that I have not found such great faith, not even in Israel. And I say to you that many will come from east and west and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the sons of the kingdom will be cast out into outer darkness, and there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And then he just turned around and told the centurion to go his way and that his servant would be healed. Now, I'm wondering, can you explain this to me? Because, I got my own thoughts, but I'd like to hear you explain that to me, please. What Jesus meant by that. Because he said that they'll come from the east and west and they will sit down in heaven, in the kingdom of heaven.
Let me just say, it's kind of interesting because the very same story takes place in Luke 7, and Luke, writing to Gentiles, has a slightly different emphasis. So I want to point that out to you before I talk about Matthew with you.
Okay.
It says in Luke 7 that the elders, the Jewish elders, came and they requested that they save the life of this centurion's servant. When they reached Jesus, they pleaded with him earnestly, saying, "He is worthy for you to grant this because he loves our nation and has built us a synagogue." And then it says, so Jesus went with them. It seems like the Abrahamic covenant is coming out here, that because he had blessed the Jewish people, the Lord Jesus was now going to bless him by caring for this servant of his. And so writing to Gentiles, it's almost like Luke includes this idea that you have to be concerned and be like this centurion who had a great care, great love for the Jewish people. And you can see that there in Luke 7, verses 4 and 5. Okay, so that's the I will bless those who bless you aspect of the Abrahamic covenant coming to fruition. And that's what Luke wrote to Gentiles. Now, Matthew is writing to Jewish people. And to Matthew, Matthew is going to emphasize to Jewish people that just because you're Jewish doesn't grant you automatic entry into the kingdom of heaven. That this Gentile had greater faith than all of Israel. That's what he says. But the sons of the kingdom, there will be people who are Jewish who are relying on the fact that they have this Abrahamic covenant, but they don't have a personal faith and they refuse to believe in the Messiah, that those people will be kept out. It's just the emphasis here is that when Matthew's writing to Jewish people, he's talking to them about their need to be spiritually responsive to the Lord Jesus and to believe in him. And when Luke is writing to Gentiles, he's reminding them of their need to love and care for Jewish people according to the Abrahamic covenant.